take projection.
To Taking on Sports. I am TD. That is Greg. Greg, what's going on, man?
Man, just another great weekend of football. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
man, it was, we got from Thursday night on. Man, we've been in for some great games. Thursday
Nah,
night
yeah,
we
for
got
real,
amazing,
yeah.
and then of course our game Friday, and just been a continuous great weekend of football in general, college, pro.
Yeah, we talked about it all season, but just like really exciting football
Absolutely,
all around, Saturdays and Sundays.
yeah,
It's kind of feels like that's not the case every year, like sometimes
yeah,
one season or another would just kind of be boring or nothing,
right. Or there's just
not a
some
lot.
there's certain seasons when there's some teams that are so much better than everybody else. It's like, oh, well, we
Hmm.
can at least know who one
Yeah,
of the teams in the Super Bowl, and we know one of the teams that'll make the national title. But
yeah.
then, but this year, I mean, we have so many teams with like 3 and 4 losses. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
In the
No,
NFL,
yeah.
I mean, the NFL is
Uh,
full of great records. There's gonna be some teams, some good records that don't get into the playoffs. So maybe like what 10-6, and they're not in.
Oh yeah, particularly in NFC. Yeah, you're gonna
No.
see, and then you're gonna see, the Lions. It looks like might
Yeah,
not make it. You're gonna see Lamar out,
yeah,
unless barring some miracle, but they don't need. You're
right.
you're not gonna see the Chiefs and Pat Mahomes. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy.
You got some new blood in
Um,
there with the
hmm
Pats and
the Jags looking great.
dude, the Jags are playing great football. I mean, to go into Denver, honestly, just because the Jags are the Jags. I mean, I really thought we're gonna see them get back to their old ways, and Denver's just gonna have a field day with them yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just thought on the road in that environment, Denver's been playing
Yeah.
great football. Came in with 11 wins, and I mean they've been rolling. And the
Mm-hmm.
Jags, man, they out physical the Broncos. That offense for the first time ever, the Jags offense, I think it looks how we thought it would the whole time with Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have
Figured
found
it out.
something going on there, and
And
a real big
Cohen,
prove it win.
Cohen might be a
Yeah.
hell of a coach. Yeah, I don't know if he's up for. I mean, I'm sure it's been a conversation, but you would have to think him and the Bears coach for coach of the year. No question on both of those.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we'll get to the NFL
For sure.
later. Let's start as we do. Our boys in crimson.
Boy.
For about the first 20 minutes of game time Friday night. Oh man, average Alabama fans were cussing, and we were ready to let Kalen DeBoer go on to Ann Arbor.
And everybody was ready to quit on everything. It just wasn't. It was just
It
sort
was
of like we just
nothing.
continued on with the SEC championship game, basically. How the games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like no prep, no in between time, no prep. Uh, the internet, everybody was just clowning. Everybody was getting
Everybody
their
was just
shots
having a
in,
good time.
and then things turned around
Oh
and
man,
quickly.
yeah,
Tied erased a 17-point deficit by halftime,
yeah. Blink.
buoyed by some big plays, a blocked punt, a
That fourth down touchdown was elite. To
hmm
get it
the
going.
fourth down touchdown, Lotsy Brooks, just a all-time hustle play. The pick six, Xavier Brown. How about another
Another
huge
one.
pick six
Huge
before
situation.
halftime?
Second huge pick six of the year for that man.
And then second half, pretty much dominated by,
Continued,
oh man,
just continued on,
yeah,
and that's what I
yeah,
like to see. Like,
dominated by Alabama. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, right back to him. Jesus.
Hmm.
But yeah,
No,
I mean
yeah,
that was I mean, we've had those instances where we've come out flat in the second half, or we got a good first half. Of course, we didn't start off great. I mean, man, at that first of that game, boy, John Mateer looked elite. I was like, well, this man's thumb is good. He looks like the Heisman guy that I thought he was gonna be, and of course, it would be this week. This man's back
hmm
there up to the expectations, looking like the John Mateer many thought he would look all season. Boy, and that
Man,
stadium
he
was
was
rocking.
zipping them balls in there.
And
Man.
that stadium was going crazy. I like, my goodness. Like, eh, main thing I was thinking is, all we're going to hear is, this is why Notre Dame should have got in the playoffs. I was like, this is going to be ridiculous. Now, some of these Alabama fans, though, man, they're the most annoying to me.
Oh
Because,
yeah. Oh yeah.
they wanted DeBoer fired, they wanted Grubb fired, they wanted everybody fired, fired every time.
Oh
But
yeah.
then the same people, then at the end of the game, oh yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. Now, come on,
No,
you,
yeah. I
you gotta
knew.
run it.
I was saying. Yeah, I was saying my shit in the first quarter. I
I mean,
was.
I was pissed, but I wasn't even thinking about firing.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking, man, what can we
No.
do to
It's
try? Hopefully,
ridiculous. Yeah.
cut in a little bit, make it build some confidence. What are we gonna do? I'm not even thinking about the
Exactly.
future. I'm thinking of end game. Because who cares about firing people? Man, I want to win today. Shoot, who wants to lose
Yeah.
to the same team within a month,
Who?
twice?
Yeah. Who wants to go out like that? And all you were asking for is just one person to step up, and make that play. And Lotzie Brooks, we mentioned that fourth down. We had
The whole
driven
drive
down.
was great. The whole drive was great.
Whole drive's great, and I love the call by DeBoer to go for it there.
Yeah,
You could have easily kicked the field goal
yeah,
just to get on the board and been like, all right, see, we can score. But he's like, no, we're not. We don't want a field goal. We want a touchdown.
yeah.
A good pass to get the first down, but Lottie Brooks was not satisfied with that. Just
He
a good
said,
move, good hustle, diving into the end zone, protecting the ball while he was doing it. And you can tell it really put a charge into the whole team.
"Oh yeah,
You did catch a lucky break with that drop pass.
yeah."
Oklahoma dropped a good
And
pass on a play
that's the
where,
game. I mean, that's just part of the game. I mean,
yeah,
you
it is.
know,
It is. Mateer probably should have, ran and taken but yeah, what can you do? That's part of the game. Sometimes you miss, people drop things, you miss a shot, whatever, and the punter, again, punter drops the ball before, just a weird thing, but hey, part of the game. It was. The whole game kind of flipped the script from the November
first
meeting,
time.
and where we dominated the game, but they were getting the weird bounces and stuff like that. And their kicker, that was honestly the most shocking thing was their Lou
Dude,
Groza
at
award
the
winning
end,
kicker.
he was shook after he missed that
That
first one. Wow.
Yeah, that first short miss was just incredible, and it,
I
it
don't
did
know.
look like a miss, and by rule it's a miss. Yeah, but it was weird because it took the refs a second to signal, and it I think
Everybody was
took.
trying to figure it out. Like,
Yeah,
didn't
it took everybody a second because he kicked it, and I was like, all right, good hold. I was ready to go. All right, good hold defense. Held him to the field goal. That's good.
yeah,
Like, let's go out, grind
yeah,
this clock down, like get back up 2 scores again.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden he kicked it, and I looked. I remember watching. I kind of looked at my wife. I'm like, I think he missed that. And then
Yeah.
sure
I was
enough,
like, oh my god, he just missed that kick, but it was so
yeah,
close. Yeah, once it's outside the over the top, it doesn't matter
mm-hmm,
what happens after that if it wasn't in before.
yeah. But yeah,
Oh,
he did that. So we get that, and that's like we go
at
on to
that point,
seal
you
the
kind of
game
know it's
there.
game time. Like
Yeah.
that man just missed the best kicker in America just missed the easy chip.
Mm-hmm.
Something he'll never,
And it's so funny because I sent it out at one point, but I was like, do you remember the last time that a kicker missed a big kick against us? Like it had been, I could not remember. I was texting my
What was
dad
it?
and all that. The last time that I could come up with that a kicker missed like a crucial kick against us was the damn missed extra point in the swamp in '99.
Oh yes, okay,
That is the last time I can remember a kicker
yeah,
for
that's
an
funny.
opposing kicker missing just like a huge kick that I think, and maybe there was like I can't remember, like maybe a bowl game, but I honestly think we made one of those kicks that was like a little iffy.
Yeah,
Like we beat Iowa State in the what was it,
it's usually
Independence Bowl in Shreveport. Yeah,
yeah, it's usually us. It seems like we have a I don't know, it just seems like we've had a history of stuff
yeah.
with that.
But yeah, it seems no matter what, yeah, kickers are going to make this huge kick against us. Like you'd have guys hadn't made a 50-yarder all season, belts of 57, but
Right.
it was nice to see the balls bounce.
Some people are
And
like,
I know I know some people are going to hate this coming from Alabama fans, but that's we didn't win titles on good bounces. We just beat the hell out of people. So
we We always had the weirdest, like when we during that run, when we lost in some of the weirdest ways ever, weirdest ways ever. I mean, you had the comeback game, you have the kick six. I mean, you have the last second drive in the national title game against Clemson when they went up the field after we had got the lead against one of the best defenses in that entire run. I mean, just some of the craziest losses ever. I mean, even the night in 2019, I mean, we're going back and forth, with Auburn there to maybe get back in the playoff race. And, Mac Jones have a great game, but yet he had them two pick sixes that were like 99 yards. It's like, what the?
Yeah, one of them being off a dude's ass,
Yeah.
like
Like, we've had some, over that time, we had some wild losses. I mean, even like, of course, the Johnny Manziel game. I mean, in 2013, the damn Ole Miss game in 2015. I mean, we've had
yeah,
some of the
always just
craziest things happen.
a weird, yeah, either a weird play or just a guy, a Steven Garcia game,
Yes, yeah.
a Trevor Knight, a guy that never before and never again replicated
What?
a
Like,
300 some yard, like, yeah,
did
like
Trevor not ever play again at Oklahoma?
I don't know, man.
I would have to look it up because
I
that's his
thought
name.
he transferred somewhere or something, and
Eventually,
then
I did he, but yeah, I don't know if he ever played. Was he ever the starter at OU? I have no
I
idea.
don't
But
know,
that
but
night in the Sugar Bowl, that
he was Joe Montana that night. God
yeah,
damn,
good
like
God,
Dan Marino slinging it. But no, but also it was great to see this team fight back,
he fine. They
to
weren't. They were
never,
not. They were not going to
never
accept
put them.
that.
Yeah, we saw Ty making throws again. Wasn't perfect. Definitely missed some still.
But you saw
Running
when he
game
got time.
still.
He
Yeah.
got some time, and Ty is good. He's no quarterback when he doesn't have time, but when Ty had time, he was hot.
He was, yeah,
And the
really
best
good.
thing,
Yeah.
he was 4 of 4 on passes over 20 yards, and that's been his biggest thing, the deep ball. And he was 4 of 4 on Friday night. So, I mean,
Yeah.
after we got going, boy, that was the best that offense has looked probably since the Tennessee game, honestly.
Yeah. Again, you'd like to see the two biggest things. Obviously, everyone you'd like to see more consistency from the running game
Um,
because the yardage wasn't there, but we had
Daniel Hill had some
Dan.
great that 30 something
He had
yard
that
run
big,
and touchdown
yeah,
run.
that big 30-something run yard that set up the go-ahead touchdown, right? And then
Yeah.
had the game, the run that iced the game. He needs more snaps. I don't know what it is, if it's a stamina thing, if it's he doesn't get the blocking schemes as well as Jam, but
But
Jam's just dancing too much. Jam is not running aggressively,
yeah,
and Daniel Hill does, and he gets those extra 2 or 3 yards every time he gets hit, and
he
it's
was
yeah.
man. He did. You just see like the potential there. Like man, he could be an elite back if we get the offensive line consistent at some point. Um, and just the way
And
he
then
runs, like he could be definitely be a
yeah,
consistent star back. You just have to
yeah,
find it.
absolutely. And then, of course, the other thing you want to see from the offense is you just, I mean, if you're a true Bama fan, you were hoping to, and you're just wishing that Ryan Williams snaps out his funk, to make a big play here down the street, in
It's
one of
not
these
gonna
games
happen.
here.
It's just not gonna happen. I don't know what's going on. Or,
Yeah.
please.
But regardless, these people that call themselves Bama fans and they're on here calling for him to, just let him transfer, do this, blah blah blah. Like, come on, man. Like,
Has
come
he
on, man.
even said anything about
No,
transferring? Like, let the man
no.
live a little bit. Like,
Let the
yeah, he's had
kid
a
live, man.
horrible
Like,
season.
yeah,
You don't think if anybody feels bad about the season, it's going to be this man
yeah.
because it's his
But also,
season.
like,
His whole thing. Like, people are like, "Oh, he sucks now." Obviously, the talent was still there. Something I don't know what's going on, but like, just chill out. Because the best thing about the best thing that we've gotten out of that is we finally have a wide receiver room that's consistently different people stepping up at different times. It's been a
exactly.
while.
I mean, and let's look what we're calling trash here. He has 43 catches for 636 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's the second leading receiver on the team. Like,
Which
obviously, the drops are a problem, but man, it's 5 less receptions than last year, a couple hundred yards, fewer, but like,
yeah.
we've seen the talent. We've seen it this year.
Absolutely.
Like we know, and like part of it is on the coaching staff. They got to find better ways to get him the ball. At least just get him, short, quick passes. Just get him involved and get him catches. Get his confidence back up so he can make that big catch in a big situation.
Exactly. In the meantime, I mean, other people have stepped up, and last year it was Ryan Williams or nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But now,
This year
yeah,
we
now it's
have
Jeremy Bernard, Horton,
Bernard,
Brooks stepping
Horton.
up.
Man,
Brooks
Brooks.
looks like a future star, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brooks might be that guy for the future
Yeah.
because when he does get the ball, he makes big plays. He's a big play guy.
Yeah.
And
But
that Jeremy Bernard catch, my
oh goodness,
God.
my goodness, man. And Oklahoma fans, a little bitter about it, and maybe I think it's a catch. Like I hate. Don't get me started on catch rules and finishing
But
and going
it
to the
seemed like he
ground. Like, man,
went down completely before that thing popped.
yeah. Not only that, yeah, he caught it, got 2 feet down, fell on his ass, still had it, and then it popped. Like, come on,
Yeah,
man. Like, what are we doing here? If also,
amazing catch.
if anything, we probably should have got called for a false start on that play, but we don't need to talk about that.
Right.
But no, that catch is just, man.
It's
Like
amazing.
watching that
Might be
pass
a-
in the air. At first, I thought Ty just shorted it. I was like, he underthrew it, but it's like, no, it's a back shoulder, and it was perfect, man.
And the way he just jumped up, boom, came down with it. He had that drop earlier, and then Ty said, "I'm going to go back to you," and he went back to him at the key moment.
A weird drop too.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a
it's like,
touchdown. I was like, "Oh my God!"
yeah, I don't know if he just lost it in the lights or
Yeah,
if that
that's what
defender.
they said it, but
Yeah,
who knows? But yeah,
yeah,
that was
he
very Bernard. Like, I mean, it's consistent. He's
yeah.
been like what in the world? But man,
But
and the defense in the second half, got some pressure. On Mateer got in there, got some
pressure
sacks.
without blitzing.
Yeah, that the defense stepped into the defense that we had. We and I don't understand. Like I get it, the first couple, the first quarter, part of the second, the defense was terrible. But for the folks who are like, oh, the defense has been terrible all year. What have you guys been watching?
Not Alabama football.
Like what are we talking about? That's been the strength of our team consistently throughout the season for the second year in a row. Without the defense, I don't know where we would be at times. That defense, yes, they give up yards. In today's college football world, people give up yards.
Yeah.
You're not gonna hold people to less than 200 yards offense unless it's an FCS team or something like that. It's just not happening.
Well, they survived the script. Like
Yeah,
obviously, that you would have liked them to not give up 17 quick
yeah.
points like they did, but it happened, but they adjusted, and
That's
then
it.
they made big plays to get the team back in it.
Yeah.
We talked about obviously the Xavier Brown pick six, but you talked about the pressure in the second half that we were getting without having to blitz, so we were able to still drop
John
seven,
McGill was
eight
rattled.
guys in
At
coverage.
the end of the
Yeah,
game, he was
and
rattled.
he was. Our line was getting after him, forcing him to make bad
It was a
decisions,
reverse of
and
November.
exactly, yeah, and guys were dropping passes, but
But he
we
was
were
having
making
bad
big
throws off his
plays.
back foot. Like he was looking like something we've seen Ty recently, where he's just throwing off his
Yeah,
back foot, not planning. And he had just lost just a completely different half. But it seemed like after he threw that pick six, he was a different dude. Like it kind of like something changed. His whole consistent. They had the one drive in the second half where they cut it to three, but overall, he just didn't seem the same dude after that pick six.
no, yeah, it was, and all credit
He
to
was
Ken
elite
Womack and his
because he
staff.
was elite at the start of that game. I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh no, yeah, it was like it would look like you're like, God damn, this is like a Hollywood movie. All of a sudden, the injured guy,
He's
big
finally
hype before
back.
the season, but his thumb,
Yeah.
no, and all of a sudden they were talking about, oh, he doesn't have this brace on his thumb. I'm like,
Oh,
ah,
yeah, oh
shit.
my
Like,
God! Is this what we're gonna hear about for 2 weeks?
and then they were getting their big pass rusher back on defense. What is it? R. Thomas? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, R. Thomas, whatever his last name is.
Yeah.
But good job by the offensive line. We didn't really hype that up, but good job
Oh
giving
yeah,
Ty a lot of time. They
a lot
kept
of
him
time.
quiet. Their star guy came back, and they kept him real quiet.
Yeah,
Um,
but
and good job by the offense not making a mistake. Bouncing back
yeah,
themselves.
didn't have the
And
picks, no fumble, because
yeah,
Ty didn't have the fumbles, no picks, and they weathered the storm. I mean, you could look at it. People are going to go, "Oh, you choked," or you're going to say, "But Bama found a way." Either way, man, got the job done. Doesn't matter how it got done. Now we're on to the Rose Bowl.
yeah,
Interesting
what
enough,
the
100 year of the first Rose Bowl we went to in 25.
exactly, yeah.
It's
So big something for Alabama history there. But yeah, one final piece, at least for me, on the Oklahoma game. But yeah, you mentioned it. They, if folks talk about choking, and yeah, look, Oklahoma, made a lot of mistakes, but at the same time,
took
Alabama's
advantage of it.
you have to capitalize. Yeah, you have to
Absolutely.
capitalize on them, and that's what happens sometimes. And
Absolutely.
still a great season from the Sooners. I know Brent Venables real happy to get back to the playoff. It makes his seat cooler going into next year. I'm sure there'll be questions about
Finish.
the offense, but yeah, finishing. But Oklahoma will be back.
Yeah.
But yeah, and absolutely great win for Alabama to go in there to kind of shut some people up. Of course, they'll still talk because
What's
it's
important though is
Alabama.
just being able to get that revenge win, man, because OU has owned us.
Yeah,
For
right.
whatever
Yeah, it's
reason,
nice to
OU
get.
just had our thing.
Yeah, it's nice to
Worst
get
state,
that monkey
best
off your
state,
back. Yeah.
just you be able to get that win, and then in a huge situation like that. Because honestly, though, our two wins over OU in that time period have been, the big situations, the semifinal playoff, and then the first round playoff, and but on the road there, that atmosphere was electric and Norm.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, you could tell they were
Fantastic
hungry
atmosphere.
for it.
And
Um,
it is, when 50 Cent came out, oh my God, that shit was crazy.
and so random. I've never seen them push something in the after the third, in between the third and fourth quarter. That was so weird to me.
Yeah,
I saw some people online calling them 75 cent.
yeah.
But
But I mean, it fit because they were wearing those shirts about and
hard
kill
to
us or
kill.
hard to
Yeah,
kill. So I
whatever.
mean, it fit perfectly for what they've been doing. But man,
Just
I was like, damn, this
unintended
was quick.
consequence. Yeah, the Bama players saying that they actually listened to him in the locker room, so it kind
Yeah,
of
and they were
boosted them up too.
the Bama players were enjoying it just as much as everybody else. So
Yeah.
hyped them too, hyped them up as well. But fantastic playoff game. I mean, that's exactly the type of game you want to see in a playoff. I mean, electric home atmosphere, a back and forth game, two story programs. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Two of the blue bloods of the sport.
Absolutely.
But a good story and not just a high stakes game coming in. But yeah, like you mentioned, the revenge factor, Alabama getting the monkey off their back.
Yep.
The team that a lot of people said didn't deserve to be here proved it, and then got themselves some confidence coming out of that Georgia loss. And then to go ahead and, like you said, to the Rose Bowl, 100 years after we put ourselves on the map with the win over Washington State, right? In the 1926 Rose Bowl, win the program's first national title for that season. And now we're back against number one Indiana. Still feels weird to say.
I would have never thought it in my lifetime that I would say, man, we're going on to the Rose Bowl to play Indiana, who's the number one seed, and we're a 7 point dog. If you
We are
if
a
anybody ever
touchdown
said
dog.
had anybody had ever said that before last year, and man, even last year it seemed crazy. It still sounds crazy, but you would have been like, man, stop smoking, whatever, stop it. What are
Man,
we
yeah,
talking?
right. You'd be like, you're thinking about your dynasty on the Xbox, bro.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
cool. You made the Hoosiers electric on, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, absolutely crazy. Interested to see how we match up with them. Indiana will have 26 days off by then. It'll be interesting the rust factor for them.
I,
Obviously,
obviously, I don't think that. I don't know how. Excuse me, a big of a thing that really is or not. I know, we had all four teams lose last year, but I just don't know how they. But I mean, we've seen it in kind of in the NFL playoffs as well, where the team come out to buy in that divisional round, lose to the wild card team. So I don't know how much of an effect that has. If there's a team that's going to be ready to go based upon how they're coached, it's going to be Indiana. I mean,
oh
Kirksey
yeah, yeah.
and those guys ready to go. Because no matter what,
No,
they're the favorite. He's going to play. He's going to play that whole. Oh, we're the underdog. We're Indiana. This is our time to take the biggest name out in the game out.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is still
I mean,
this. I mean, it's the biggest game in their program's history.
yeah. I will
And
say that we if we get down 17 to Indiana, we're done because they're not
yeah,
going to
you
make a
can't do
mistake.
that. I was about
Fernando
to say, and that
knows
is
it's not going to make him. He's not going to throw a pick six.
no that is the one thing. Talking to friends and stuff, and that's one thing I've been saying is like
They don't make
they're not
mistakes.
they're
They're
disciplined. Yeah, they are a
very
very
few
well,
mistakes.
extremely well coached team. Very disciplined. They're not going to make mental mistakes. You never know players, and the ball bounces weird
Yeah.
sometimes. But yeah, they're not
It's
going to
not
make
gonna.
mental mistakes.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like what was he doing with this throw? Or
Yeah, they're
or
not going to. Yeah, they're not going to beat themselves,
no.
and
If you
they're
beat him,
obviously,
you earned it.
yeah, obviously, yeah, they're very talented up front. They're a very good team. They've proven it. They can do it against the big programs. They won
They
in
beat
Austin. They
Ohio
beat Ohio
State.
State in the Big Ten. Yeah, Ohio State in the Big Ten
I mean, that's
title
impressive
game.
to beat both those teams in the same season or something.
If Alabama to win this one, I think they need to play up to their talent level. I think that's
Yeah,
the. If you look at the two teams right now, Alabama's biggest advantage is that they have
great talent.
the deeper talent. Yeah, there's a talent gap, and it's in favor of Alabama, and it goes deep, and they have to play up to that talent and be able to use that depth
Absolutely.
to pull it out against such a well coached team with a lot of talented guys of their own, just maybe not as many.
But
But
yeah, we're gonna have to play about as perfect a game as possible. Because I mean, the Hoosiers are a great team, man. And anybody that thinks it's not going to be a game because they're looking at the names, man, this team is something special. This Hoosiers team is good. And Fernando, we're going to have to get after Fernando. If we give him time, whew, we'll be in
oh yeah,
trouble.
no,
We're
yeah,
going to
we're
have
gonna need
to.
that same fierce pass rush,
Yep.
and we're gonna have to give Ty time.
Yeah. Their defense is good. They're
Yeah,
physical.
very good.
Phew.
Yeah, everyone's gonna have to play perfectly. Receivers gonna have to work hard to get
Uh-huh.
open quickly, and not make mistakes of their own. But yeah, it's gonna be a
Say
fun
like
one.
that.
It's different for Alabama fans going into such a big game as a
Big ball.
underdog.
7 points
Yeah,
is a lot for us too. It's not like two or three.
yeah, it is.
His seven is a
Exactly.
good
Yeah.
amount. That means Vegas pretty much says, "Hey, they're really." We've seen teams, of course, win from seven, but going into a game in a quarterfinal of a playoff as a 7 point dog, Vegas is basically saying, "Hey, we really think this team is going to win the game when you're at seven."
Yeah.
So,
Like they're
got to
like
work
we are
cut out
really
for us.
confident in this. Yeah. For sure. But going on to Saturday, first game up was Miami A&M, and it
Oh,
was a very close one.
defense
Very
was
exciting finish. A
great.
defensive struggle and a not a good day for kickers.
Man, that win was something crazy, though. And
Yeah,
Gus.
it was.
The crazy thing is that dude that kicked prior to the game, he was kicking better than they were. He almost made that second kick if you watch game day. So, but man, the atmosphere was electric. Of course, if we had seen that at night, man, that would have been elite. But
Oh
it's
yeah,
what it is.
still don't get the scheduling of that by the powers that be.
I say
But
go head to head with the NFL in that situation because they're going to get the views. There's still going to be plenty of views on it.
I'd about to say, like, yeah, I know it's all about money, and that's all people think about: the most clicks, engagements, views, whatever. But like,
Right?
just do what's best for your sport and like the actual sport of
But
it.
the
Put that game deserved to be in prime time under
prime
the
time,
lights. Let
7 o'clock
that,
start
yeah,
in College
don't care,
Station,
yeah. Like,
electric.
football fans are going to tune in, or hell, maybe you steal some NFL fans from, well, I guess what was it Saturday? Was it Bears?
Well, I mean,
Was
it
that the
ended up
Bears
being a
game?
great. I mean, that Bears
Yeah,
that was kind of after. So the middle
yeah.
game was
No, I mean
oh no,
that the Bears game was the
yeah.
primetime
So
NFL game.
it would have been
Yeah,
going up head to
that's
head
what I
with
was saying.
it. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
but like,
mean, but
whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Just do what's best for your sport.
yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what though? A lot of football fans, if they have that game to watch, they're gonna find ways to look at both. If you have
Exactly.
YouTube
And
TV, you're gonna split it. If you have somebody else, you're watching something on your TV, you're watching something on your tablet, and then you get credit for streaming or whatever they're looking for as far as numbers. In some way, you're streaming that bad boy. If you're a football fan, there's no way, unless it's a crazy blowout for some reason, that you're not tuned in to Miami, Texas A&M.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. In the playoff at
Yeah,
Kyle
with
Field at
everything on
night,
the line.
100,000 plus going
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Like,
I
um,
I think they
I,
underestimated the power of that situation, if anything. But
yeah. But yeah, sloppy game, a
anyway,
very well defended game. Like you mentioned, the wind was crazy. So many missed field goals. Ends up
oh,
being just a
it was
10-3
ugly.
Miami win. A big touchdown late for Malachi Tony
Malachi Tony is a
after
beast.
he was, and
Oh
you
my
felt
god.
good for him scoring that touchdown after being, breaking down in tears on the sideline after a big fumble earlier in the
Yeah.
game. Had to have, a teammate come console him. Got his head back in the game, and he ends up
But
scoring
he
the winning
is a
touchdown.
strong. That man is.
And
But
then
the thing again, it comes out of A&M. They just cannot close the biggest of moments.
heart heartbreak for the Aggies again. They drove
Oh
down to get
my
the
god!
tying touchdown and throw a pick in the end zone.
On a horrible throw. It was like,
Yeah, it was
you
not. Yeah,
feel
the
bad for
throw was
Monticello. I
way
felt bad
behind
for
them.
him
Yeah.
because as good as he's been throughout this season, to have an end like that, that's tough.
Yeah, it's tough way. Tough for Aggie fans to be,
Continued
you
on
know,
the struggle.
just a, a terrible end of the year. Great year, in the number one conversation all season, just having a dream season,
And
and
in the
then
last two
get
games, lose
roughed.
to
Yeah, get
rival,
roughed up by your rival, and then
it was a heartbreaker.
just heartbreaker at
Honestly,
home
nothing else
in the
to think
playoff.
about.
Yeah.
They don't even care about starting off 11-0. That doesn't
No,
matter.
yeah, it's it honestly it kind of reminds me of, it's very much like a 2013. It's not even though, because
Yeah,
I was thinking of like a 2013 Bama or even 1989 Bama going way back. But they really didn't have in their postseason games didn't really have a chance to still play for the title. Like A&M
right.
lost to Texas, but they're like, you know what, we can still win a title. They can't, and
Yeah,
then
they have everything in
yeah,
front of
you
them.
just yeah, exactly.
Right.
So feel bad a little bit for Aggies fans. Good for Miami fans. First big win for that, or biggest win for that program in 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, since
uh,
beating the hell out of Nebraska, I imagine.
yeah. Since 2001, so it's been some time. I guess the game was in '02, but yeah, 2001 season.
Yeah.
And now they get their chance at revenge.
Hell yeah.
If
Speaking
If
of,
most
yeah.
nobody was alive for that. The plan now wasn't even alive for that game, which is crazy in itself.
Yeah, of course, talking about, the famous Fiesta Bowl. Ohio State broke Miami's win streak, denied them 2 straight titles on
That's
the
kind of.
latest flag you'll ever see. Very controversial pass interference call that kept the game going.
But I will always say about that game, Ohio State had talent, but there was no reason that game should have been that close to begin with.
That's true. Yeah, no, Miami
Even
should have put that
allowed
one
it, they should have
away.
walked the dog with Ohio State that day.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
that's why we love college football because
Craig,
sometimes Craig
look,
Krenzel.
exactly. Like, look, Ohio, like you said, Ohio State was talented, but they weren't like now Ohio State. They weren't like
Oh,
loaded. They were like, oh yeah, they're a good team, and
they
they're
were
beating up the
they
Big
were the
Ten.
normal
Big
Big Ten.
Ten wasn't that much. Yeah, it was back then. Yeah,
They were the talented. They're good. They're good players. But they're
yeah,
not
like
loaded.
Maurice Claret. Yeah, he was loaded. Like
Yeah,
Maurice Claret was the dude,
star.
and
They
they
had
had
some good
s-
defensive talent.
yeah studs on defense, but that Miami team was so stacked.
Oh my god, it should
Of
have been a
course, the injury
blowout.
to Willis, you don't know
Oh
how much that impacted things. But yeah, they should have won by at least a couple scores and put that away. But it's just weird. That's just how the ball,
yeah,
you look back in those moments and we were real close to a Miami back-to-back wins, which they, that team would have deserved.
yeah,
You think about it, they could have played for three straight because the year in 2000, there's a solid argument they should have been in over at Florida State to play Oklahoma that year.
yeah. That
Um,
was a while at the end of the season there because it was them, Oklahoma, and Washington in that mix for 2000.
I, I think that was the first time the BCS spat out a controversy because
Yeah,
it was like they beat Florida State, but then there was Washington right there who beat them, and they also had one loss. So it was like tough, and the Florida State got the nod, and then just whew, talk about
and
a boring
OU
game. That
defense. What it was a
yeah,
13-2 or something.
13-2 in
Oh,
your BCS national title game. Ooh,
just a sleeper of a game, and that OU defense was just beastly.
yeah,
It's crazy though. That was OU's last. I mean, they've been great. They've been in plenty of title games and playoffs, but that was their last national title 25
yeah,
years ago.
crazy. But back to this team, yeah, Miami, Ohio State. I look, I think the Canes defense is good enough if they can make Julian Sand look like a young guy.
Yep.
I think they have the talent. Jeremiah Smith's going to get his, but I think they can at
He
least,
always gets his. I mean, that's just
yeah.
what you come to expect. I mean, even in we look at like the Big Ten championship game. We as good as that Indiana defense was, and they held him from scoring. He still had like 145 yards receiving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
He's
He's
gonna
going to
get
get his,
his.
so
Yeah.
they can figure out ways to stop the rest of the offense
Right.
from beating them. And then they obviously the bigger problem for them is how is Carson Beck gonna beat that Ohio State defense?
Yeah. The defense is Matt Patricia has done a hell of a job.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like,
Um,
I mean, that was the thing people were wondering, but if we think about it, he was always a good defensive coach. He just was never meant to be a head coach, and why he was involved with the offense when he went back to New England. The end of that,
hmm
Bill Belichick was so weird. Like, but as a
Yeah.
defensive coach, he was great. And we see that back again. He's a great defensive coach, and they
hmm
didn't lose a beat at all. We lose it. What's that? Penn State, and he was a
hmm
great hire, and it's been electric.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be a fun one to watch too.
And that was
I
the main thing
tend to,
with Carson Beck. He didn't make a lot of mistakes.
yeah.
That's been the thing when they've lost games. It's been because Carson Beck threw crazy. He had a 4 interception game against Louisville, and they were still in the mix. Could have won, and was driving down and threw that last pick against SMU. Had the untimely pick there. So I mean, in
hmm
those situations, I mean, there are a couple plays from Miami being an undefeated team. So if he's
Yeah.
not throwing
No.
picks, I mean, there have been, but this will definitely be the best defense I've seen for sure.
Yeah, and I think the challenge is, Carson Beck can't just not lose that game. He's going to have to make a play to
He's
beat.
gonna have to, yeah.
Yeah,
He's not. He's
and
gonna have to be a little more electric than he was in College Station.
exactly, and that's just the Carson Beck experience because it's in there somewhere, and it might come out, and he
We see
might
some
throw
great.
four.
We see some awesome
Yeah,
performances from him,
yeah.
and then we see some weird ones.
I'm about to say might be great, might throw four picks. Who knows?
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon, of course, Ole Miss hosted Tulane. That was
Oh,
pretty much a repeat of the first
it
meeting
was It was over. Like I
early.
was
Yeah.
disappointed.
Yeah, I was thinking Tulane might put up a little bit better of a fight, but
It was just like, do we want? It's like, did they just put the tape on from
yeah,
something
right. Is this a repeat? But all credit to Pete Golding and
that
his
they look
staff,
electric?
his guys. Yeah, they kept them focused and
Yeah,
uh,
not the controversy.
yeah,
I mean, obviously, it helped out that the offensive staff was able to come back and coach that game. That really helped. Um, but also, for Charlie Wise Jr. really set him up as, and he's actually a hell of an offensive guy because of course everybody's saying, oh, he's just there, but it's Lane Kiffin's offense, and he can come into that game, but of course Lane's not there. It's his first time to really shine as the guy. Without people that, oh, that's just Lane Kiffin. The offense was electric. They looked good. Uh, all you can say is, man, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. They get a dominant win, no questions asked. Biggest game of Ole Miss history. And now they just get an opportunity to write their one loss of the season against Georgia.
exactly. Yeah, a chance to avenge your only loss. They play Georgia, uh, a Georgia team that's playing as good as anybody
Oh,
in the country right
hey,
now. So man,
since
that should
that
be.
since that fourth quarter, when Georgia hit that comeback, they probably the best. I would probably say the best team in the country.
Yeah, it's one thing. Some people might be disappointed in another rematch, but man, this is one of those that you're like, nah, I want to see this.
Yeah, I don't mind
Let's
seeing
see
that
if
at all.
this hyped up Ole Miss team, can these players focus? Is it
Yeah,
they're ready and they're trying to show the world what they are, and then Georgia, like we said, just playing the best ball in the country right now, looking like that Georgia again,
yeah,
trying to reclaim their
they're
title as
dominant.
big man on the block, and that's
They
that's
had
gonna
won
be.
the two in a row, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's dynasty, dynasty, dynasty," and then lost last year. Got humbled a little bit by Notre Dame. I mean, you can look at the Carson Beck injury or not, but they got outplayed in that game, no matter how you look at it. But this year, Gunnar Stockton, credit to that man, he is look good. You know,
Yeah,
he,
no, yeah.
everybody considers Georgia quarterbacks just to kind of be just you just got to keep it together. But in moments, he's about as good as you could expect. I mean, he's playing great football. Um, became a much better quarterback than I ever thought he would, honestly. But he's playing great football, and they're just it's not, and it's normal Georgia stuff. Like they don't necessarily have on the offensive side. They had got Zachariah Branch, but mostly, I mean, there's not a set thing that's like, oh, this is their superstar. This is their. It's just a team. Like normally, or how we used Alabama was at one point. It was just a team effort. The stats may not be always electric, but shit, you just realize, damn, they're up 20 out of nowhere.
Yeah, right.
They just they just beat you to sleep. A little bit over time, and all of a sudden you're like, well, damn, got out of hand quick. But
Yeah, of course that's a nighttime game on the first down in New Orleans in the Sugar Bowl.
uh,
Um,
you you would have to think though, the way that Ole Miss people they're gonna be super hyped. Like even though as hyped as it was uh, on Saturday, man, that crowd it's gonna be so many Ole Miss
oh
fans
man,
in New Orleans.
that the dome is going to be loud. The energy in that building is going to be
Oh, it's gonna be
electric.
electric.
That
Hopefully,
is
it
going to
lives
be.
up to the electric before the game.
Yeah, hopefully it lives up to the billing. Like I said, that's nighttime on the first. Uh, that Miami Ohio State game in the Cotton Bowl.
It's on the
That's
31st,
nighttime
right?
on. Yeah, it's the 31st. Of course, the Rose Bowl with Alabama.
The
That's
Rose Bowl time.
late. Yeah, late afternoon on the
Always
first.
the Rose Bowl.
Yep. And then the other one, Oregon advances to play Texas Tech in the Orange Bowl. That'll lead it off. It's kind of weird. It's a 11 a.m. start on the first.
Yeah.
But
I was
Oregon
thinking the Orange
took.
Bowl was the night, just as a kid. It was always the last game.
Yeah, right. Um, So you got Oregon and James Madison. Oregon took care of business, put this one away real early. All credit to the Dukes though, never
Good.
quit and
Yeah,
scored a lot of points in the
they
second
did.
half.
I mean,
Yeah,
no matter how you say whether garbage time or not, the boys outscored Oregon in the second half. But Oregon was still playing their starters. It wasn't like they sat everybody. In
yeah,
addition, they put over 500 yards of offense on Oregon.
yeah, and they even had some drives going early. They just couldn't finish them.
Yeah, that first field goal drive,
Yeah,
if they had scored a touchdown there,
mm-hmm,
and then that second when they blocked the kick, that
mm-hmm.
kind of changed the whole thing. They went right back down and after giving up the touchdown, and then they got I think the second kick got blocked. I was like,
Yeah.
man, and then after that it snowballed. But they came. I thought they had a great start. They had the opportunities. It just didn't work out right.
No, yeah, they and like I said, they didn't quit. They played hard. Um, got a couple turnovers on defense. They were it's just people are going to use this as like, oh,
Oh,
we
you
see we
completely
don't
right,
need these
Joe.
guys in here. And it's just dumb because like this hasn't happened before to power teams. I mean, we did it to
Yeah.
Michigan State that one year. It's
We've seen Ohio State. We saw Clemson whack Ohio State. We've seen Ohio State get blasted in
yeah,
the championship game against Florida.
mhm.
Hell, we've seen plenty of crazy. We
Well,
saw OU get
everybody.
slaughtered by
Hmm.
USC in the national title game. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
that
Yeah.
was a good OU team. I mean, we've seen plenty of everything. I mean, hell, we even got slaughtered by Clemson in the
Yeah,
national
we
title
got
game.
slaughtered by Clemson. We've done slaughter. We slaughtered Ohio
We
State.
slaughtered
Notre
Ohio State.
Dame's
We
been
slaughtered
slaughtered
Notre
by
Dame.
everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it happens, unfortunately, but I mean, it's part of the game.
I mean, hell, LSU that their title year 2019 beat Oklahoma by what 35, right?
I
Is
mean,
that what
that
you said?
was
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
elite, just a whooping. Like, what?
Hmm.
And that was a good old U team. I mean, Jalen Hurts and them had a hell of a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. But yeah, it happens. It always happens in the first round. That's what you're gonna get. So just deal with it and uh,
Yeah,
maybe
man.
just
And
hats
honestly,
off
I
to
mean,
JMU. Yeah.
in other seasons, we're not going to see two G6 teams make.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
Yeah.
rare thing. But to not have, at least have one, don't let's not do that. To
Yeah.
force
No.
them out, and everybody's like, well, how to have their own playoff? It's not the same.
No.
You
Yeah.
know that.
But no, it was just a tough. But I
It
mean,
was just
even that, you mentioned that field goal drive, that very first one for JMU,
they went right
15
down
play
the field.
drive. Yeah, 15 plays and held it for 8 minutes, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome to do against Oregon.
Yeah. If they had scored a touchdown on that drive, that would have been
Exactly. It was just tough getting down there, and then
seven
what
fifty three.
missed
The main thing
third
though
and
was
six.
that
You got to
their
send.
defense
Yeah.
got blasted early. I mean, Oregon scored four touchdowns within like four drives. I mean, that
Oh yeah, they scored touchdowns on their
honestly,
first five drives.
you know what
Yeah.
I was thinking about? It was almost the reverse of the Rose Bowl last year, where Oregon got slaughtered by Ohio State. When Ohio
Mm-hmm.
State just came in and just took boom, 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 touchdown, 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 before they even got back into it a little bit. That's how it kind of just a reverse for Oregon. They just came out hot and held the storm late, but it was kind of the reverse of their last time in a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
But that
Uh,
offense was rolling.
No, yeah, the offense looks good, and like we said, they go on to play. It's going to be a fun matchup to watch them against that Texas Tech defense
Absolutely.
in the Orange Bowl. That's going to be all just great matchups all around. Like there's a good story, a fascinating matchup to each one. You want to talk about this? This is offense versus defense. We talked about the Rose Bowl. It's Alabama playing the underdog for once, but Indiana still trying to like the historical underdog.
Yeah, they're just trying to actually say, hey, this is not a fluke. We're a
Yeah.
legitimate program. We're gonna do this year in year out. As long as Kurt
Hmm.
Eddie's there, like
Yeah, in the sports like most iconic venue, you got a rematch, a revenge game, Georgia and Ole Miss, the hype, down in the Sugar Bowl, just like a classic Southern football.
absolutely. And just
Yeah,
the
like all.
opportunity, man. I'm excited for the Ole Miss fans more than anything, just
Hmm.
because they
Yeah.
never experienced this before.
Oh yeah, yeah. Our own, Mal
Mallory
McCormick,
has to be living a time of her life.
dude, she is, yeah, like just living the dream right now. So yeah, you want to see him win it for her.
Absolutely.
Let her keep good
Keep
times
rolling.
rolling. But
Absolutely.
and then of course Miami, Ohio State.
Two
Historical
names.
revenge on the line, but
Two
just
names.
two, yeah,
And Miami back finally, officially. I would say,
mm-hmm,
I would say now that they're in the playoffs. I mean, obviously this is back
yeah,
as you can expect them to be. Still
and
the coach.
trying, yeah,
Yep,
and trying to do what Ohio State did last year, trying to finally get over that hump and
yep.
win a title again it'd been what
I,
10,
after
11 years
losing
for
two
Ohio State
games,
at that point. Yeah.
I mean, after losing two games, and people wondered if you should even be in the playoff, and are they good or, you know, yeah. I mean, this is their opportunity, man. If they're able to beat Ohio State, I mean, that really says something because I mean we know
Hmm.
how good that Ohio State team. Only thing you worry about with Ohio State is with that offense, as good as it's been. How much time is he, uh, with him going to Florida to be the coach, man? How much time is he putting into this game plan compared to getting the Bulls
Hmm.
ready? For everything in the upcoming season there for Brian Hartline. But so we'll see. But I think as much as people have wanted, I think Ohio State's like a 9.5 point favorite. Man, I would
Hmm.
take that plus 9.5 personally. I think that Miami
No,
defense
yeah.
is
I think
elite.
this is going to be an outstanding game. Like we said, as long as, really hope we get good Carson Beck because I want to see this. I want to see this heavyweight fight slugfest. This is
Absolutely,
maybe two teams throwing haymakers at each other.
absolutely.
Uh,
I want to see it come down to last time without the not without the controversy, but last drive to win the game there, and I think we might get that. I mean, a lot of people think Ohio State's going to roll, and they're going to look at me. Oh, look at this game! It was 10-3. But man, the defense is elite. I mean, you're talking about the biggest turnaround in one season of
hmm.
defense, maybe ever.
Yeah,
Literally a
because that.
joke a year ago. Reason they didn't
Yeah,
make the playoff is because of defense. And then
hmm,
this year, maybe the strength of the team is the
yeah.
defense.
Man, yeah. If you could put this year's defense with
But
last year's
last year,
offense,
they
Miami,
win the
yeah,
national title.
yeah, Miami's going unbeaten, and
When they
yeah,
rolling, I don't think they have a competition game, honestly.
no, yeah, uh,
The way they were able to put up points and they could stop people, yeah,
hmm,
they would have won. Man, that would have been scary. I bet you Canvas would have went. Where the hell was his defense? Even half
I
of
was about
that
to say,
defense.
there's some players on last year's team that are in the
Oh
pros or
man,
just not playing anymore.
yeah,
Looking at this like, man, this is some bullshit. Like,
yeah. Because they scored points like no other last year. They just couldn't stop the
hmm,
nosebleed.
no, yeah, but yeah, it's going to be a great quarterfinals.
What a great
Can't wait
matchup.
for that. Yeah, classic football day, college football day. I know what I'm doing on the
And then,
first, which is
oh,
watching
absolutely.
football. Yeah.
And then even the excitement there for another team, Texas Tech. I mean, you look
Hmm.
at I mean, of course, Cody Campbell. They're spending money left and right. But I mean, this is the biggest, like Ole Miss. I mean, they've never experienced anything like this, even close to it. I mean, hell, they've never even been to a conference championship game till this year. So I mean, this is different air for the people from Lubbock. I mean, they are having the
Hmm.
time of their life. The
Yeah.
opportunity, in that situation, uh, that defense, I think they're going to give Oregon some problems.
Yeah.
The main
No,
thing
I
with
think.
that game to me is we've seen Texas Tech in spurts not be able to score or have they start hot or then they go cold and then they come back. They can't do that. They got to have to be more consistent on the offensive end against
I was about
Oregon.
to say, yeah, that's the big story of that game. It's not just the high powered Oregon offense and the speed versus the toughness and the heavy hitting of the excellent Texas Tech defense. It's that Texas Tech defense needs to slow down and stop that Oregon offense,
Yep.
because if their offense
We can't
isn't
get in a shootout.
clicking, yeah, they can't get in the shootout because their offense, if it
I built for
stops clicking, then yeah, it's all on the defense. But
they're gonna have to
no,
ugly
yeah,
it.
yeah, there's great stories all around. Yeah, they're gonna have to ugly it up, hit him in the mouth, make it a fight. Which Dan Lanning team's not afraid of. This is a different kind of Oregon team, but still,
I think
Texas Tech.
we might get a
Yeah,
defensive slugfest there. Honestly,
I'm about to say Texas Tech wants to fight, and
Oregon wants to fight.
Oregon's not afraid of it.
No, this is
They want to make it a track meet. Yeah, they want to run you out the stadium, but if they got to get dirty with you,
they
they'll get
will.
dirty with you. They're not afraid to.
I mean,
That's you kind
we've seen that since Dan Lanning's been there. I mean, hell,
of.
I mean, they went in to Iowa City this year. Well, people will was Iowa, but perfect situation for Iowa. It's cold, it's rainy, a physical game, and Oregon out physical them on the road. I mean,
Yeah,
it
that's a
tells a
game
lot.
past Oregon loses. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Oregon and some great Oregon teams in the past, but those are the games they
yeah,
lost.
yeah.
When they got hit in the mouth early on, they weren't able to hit back. This
Or we
team
even
hits
saw it a
back.
couple years ago. When they played Washington, and then they had that great game in the regular season against Washington, and then when they played again in the Pac-12 title game. Well, and Washington punched Oregon dead in the mouth, and Oregon fell apart because everybody thought Oregon's going to roll them. Kalen DeBoer's team beat the hell out of Oregon.
Yeah,
Well,
they
they've
say,
even got better since then. like, yeah, it's gonna be might be the most physical game of the whole week of the whole thing. Is that Woof, Tech and Oregon?
yeah.
That's something.
I about to say, is that Georgia Ole Miss game might be? I mean, it's funny because all these games have all this different potential. I mean, Alabama and or Indiana, man, that might get scrappy because both those defenses like to
Yep.
hit hard and are violent
Yeah, it's gonna
and
be.
not afraid. Yeah,
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah,
uh, you know, I'd say yeah, like, and then yeah, there's a different kind of Miami team. They like to scrap. They're ferocious on defense, and that just by
absolutely.
pure talent, like Ohio State can pretty much do any style. They're like, all right, like you want to fight, let's fight. Like
Yeah,
we're a Big Ten team, we got it. If you want to make this a track meet, let's do that too.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So everybody has different ways of winning. But I think that the quarterfinals last year were very kind of underwhelming, and I think this year we're going to get what we would hope to have gotten last year.
no, yeah, I think we're gonna get some absolute thrillers.
Excellent games.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go down a level. SCS, their semifinals were this past weekend. Montana State won the rematch. The second brawl of the Wild of the season. They won both of them. This is the biggest one in the history of one of the longest running rivalries in college football.
Man, but
They,
it was
they
like if you look at the score, you would think, oh, they blew them out. But it was a good game for about 3.5 quarters.
oh, really good game. Yeah, they kind of started out hot. Then
Bears
Montana
came back.
fought back. Yeah, they hit back, and then yeah, Montana State, the Bobcats didn't really put it away till really like later in the fourth quarter.
Like, it got ugly late, but it was a game. It was a game
Yeah,
for a
no.
while. And honestly, they're probably to me. I mean, I flipped to that real quick because I mean, of course, the Ole Miss game got out of hand. The Commanders Eagles wasn't even worth a damn, and so I'm like, well, shit. Let me. The Montana State is what I ended up watching during that time slot. So I mean, I think they benefited a lot. Probably got eyes that they won't maybe never get, but I mean, two programs. The elite of the some of the elite teams of the FCS, and if you're a football fan in general, I mean, it was a great atmosphere there as well. I mean, they love their teams. So it's weird though, kind of that area. North Dakota, the Montana. In a way, in a sense, it's almost like the that regions, kind of like the SEC is for the FCS in a way. They have that. I don't know, just that region is just full of great FCS teams.
No, yeah, it's funny how the different regions dominate different levels,
Yeah,
but yeah, that kind of big sky area, so to say that Montana, like you said, Montana, Dakota's
yeah. You
kind of
see South
down
Dakota
into
State, North Dakota State.
yeah,
Know,
and then like your lower division, like your Division 2 and 3, like it's kind of like those Wisconsin,
yeah,
Illinois areas. Although speaking of Illinois, Illinois State continuing their run,
yeah,
unseeded team. Took out Southeastern Louisiana start. Of course, then a huge upset over North Dakota State.
yeah.
Beat up on UC Davis. And then in this semifinal, took down a Villanova team, making a little Cinderella run of their own.
All right. So yeah,
And doing it in style. Winning by 16.
yeah.
And they'll be the underdog on the 5th. It's a long wait for those teams, but
Yes.
on the 5th, there'll be this title game.
And
Montana State will be the big
finally
favorite,
changed
but
the
Illinois
venue
State.
because usually it's in
Yeah.
Frisco, and they're going to
Yeah, and
Nashville.
I was going to say Nashville this year, right? Yeah. Down in D2, Ferris State, another championship. It is what they do.
It really is.
Yeah, they win titles down there. And then down in D3, have we had it yet? It was, no, it is. It'll be North Central in Illinois. And of course, Wisconsin River Falls. That is also on the 5th. So set up there. Elsewhere in the college game, some big portal news this past week. DJ Lagway,
Yeah.
I would say the
Yeah.
biggest name in the portal, right?
We've seen a lot of quarterbacks go though. It's been
Yeah.
interesting. The amount of good quarterbacks that are, you know, we have Ryway's probably the biggest name, but I mean, Josh Hoover from TCU, Rocco Beck from Iowa State's in the portal. I mean, it's a lot of good quarterbacks in the
Uh,
portal right now.
what's his face? The Nebraska quarterback.
Yeah, the Cincinnati quarter, I think that's huge. Whoever gets
Mm-hmm.
him, I thought he had a hell of a season.
Oh
Uh,
no, yeah, there are absolutely
kind of
some
revived
huge
that.
names out there. Yeah. And then
It's gonna be a lot of money
coaching
paid
news.
for these guys.
Oh yeah, right. Byron Brown. I didn't see he was going to be in the portal. USF quarterback.
You don't
Yeah,
is
Rocco
he?
Becht. Yeah.
That's worrisome where he might go. He's gonna follow his
What?
coach to Auburn.
Nah, you probably is. Damn it.
Oh man, because I mean, he's had a hell of a career at USF. I mean, it'd be natural to follow your coach, right? I mean, he had a hell of a 2025 season. So I hate to see it, but yeah, you probably end up in Lee County, sadly.
Yeah. Rocco Becht entering the portal.
Yeah,
Crazy
that's
there.
it.
You wonder if he's following his coach over to Penn State.
Yeah, that's very true. Van Campbell. Yeah,
Uh, Two big wins for ACC teams: Darian Mensah staying in Duke, and Kevin Jennings staying in Dallas with SMU.
yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, Bo Prabula, that
Honestly,
was another big name from earlier in the week. Yeah.
and honestly, if anything, I'm shocked the South Carolina quarterback. They got him a direct contract or whatever because I thought, yeah, if there's anybody that's going, it's gonna be this man. Considering how underwhelming the offense was based on expectations, I thought he might move around. He's
No,
staying in.
yeah, but yeah, Lenore Sellers staying in Columbia.
Or so, but they did get Kendall, the TCU offensive coordinator, Kendall Brown. So that might be
Yeah,
something because he's look.
brought over
That's
a few,
really good.
changed a couple of
Yeah,
positions on that offensive staff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And speaking of offensive hires, Bill Belichick will be hiring Bobby Petrino as his offensive coordinator.
That is a joke. It is that the jokes write themselves sometimes, man.
Right.
Anybody with granddaughters in Chapel Hill, watch out.
Oh man, it is. I saw that on my phone. I saw that
I was like, this
notification. I'm
can't
like,
be real. This is fake.
I was like,
No way
yeah.
this is real.
I was like, this has got to be a troll account. Like, oh man.
Yeah, I actually looked. I went to the because the thing is like I usually look at all three and everything, but there's this no three that throws a troll. And if you're just real quick, you're like, so you gotta make sure you're looking at all three and not no three because they throw
Mm-hmm.
out real sounded stuff, but and in today's world, as crazy as some of these transfers are, it makes sense. I mean, it's not that crazy in today's world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I had to check to make sure that was real because I'm like, this seems so fake, but crazy. So we'll see what that does. I mean, it can't hurt because that North Carolina offense was pitiful for a lot of the season.
Mm-hmm.
They got
Yeah,
better,
right. I
got a
mean,
little better at the end there, but yeah, we'll see what it does.
yeah, he's obviously we know he's a talented
Offensive
coach.
guy.
Yeah, offensive guy. We have yeah, we know he can has some offenses if they can get the right talent in there. Who knows? Maybe they can at least look somewhat competent on offense because a lot of times this year it was not
They
there
look
for them.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, let's go to the pro game. We mentioned just a great Thursday night game. Seahawks take control of the NFC West with a big comeback over the
You
Rams.
see the Rams fired their special teams coach
I did not, did they? Oh, wow.
after the missed kick and the punt return.
Mm.
Fired that
Oh,
man.
big. Oh, yeah. After, wasting just an outstanding effort by Matt Stafford
Yeah,
and
Stafford was balling out of
that
control.
offense. Man,
That
and
offense is
Puka, of
elite.
course, just, yeah. We mentioned the Jags, a big statement game. A lot of people have been like, well, who have you really been beating? And they went into Denver and just kind of not
Dominated.
dominated, but did. Yeah, second half put them away.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Nothing fluke about it. They just went and beat Denver.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's
four touchdowns.
that's the
Yeah.
one thing with Denver is sometimes that offense just disappears.
Mm-hmm.
They've had some ugly wins this year, and they've come out on top of a lot of. But that offense at times, you're like, this offense is pretty bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't terrible yesterday. Yeah, it
No,
was,
that's terrible. But
yeah, Bo Nix throwing for 350. Like, so they were doing things. But yeah, they definitely go through stretches where even
excuse me.
even if it's just in game, they kind of,
Right, right.
but that's huge for Jacksonville. It clinches a playoff spot, I think. They're sitting in the 3 seed right now, but a game closer. New England, big win on Sunday Night Football. Just you laugh if you're a Ravens fan, you're just tired of it. But another blown fourth quarter lead, double digit lead.
And I felt bad for you guys, man, because I was thinking, man, the Lamar goes out, but yet what's name came in and had a hell of a performance overall,
Yeah, Snoop
and
Huntley. Yeah,
then the damn not why getting away from the running game is working. I'll never figure that one out. I don't think everybody.
Derrick Henry scores go ahead touchdown, or no, not a go ahead, but a touchdown that puts us up 11 with
Yeah,
12 and a half minutes left in the game. He's got like 130 yards, whatever, and then he
having a hell of a
never
game.
touches the ball again.
Yeah, what are we
I
doing?
don't understand. They score, and then you have a chance to get him back in the game and ice the game, take a bunch
Yeah,
of time off the clock, either
what
go
are we
down and
doing?
score again, or just run the clock out. And it's so stupid. And
Yeah,
I haven't read any dumb of the interviews to see what he said about it. At this point, he's got to go. Like
it's too many double digit losses in the fourth quarter.
it's the same shit every year, and then it's just the same shit over and over. I mean, props to New England. This is a big win for them and that young offense.
Yeah,
Or
but still, when you're up and
hmm
when you're up like that at your home, there's no.
yeah,
Oh,
sixth home loss this year for them. That's a
yeah, that's
franchise
horrible.
record. It's just
As good as
I
that damn
if
atmosphere can be.
At this point, if you're Steve Bisciotti, the owner, and you don't clean house, you're not paying attention or you don't
Oh,
care. But you have to go in, you have to tell Eric DaCosta, like, hey man, it's time to get rid of. We just got to go different. We need fresh eyes.
yeah.
And if he doesn't want to do it because him and John Harbaugh are friends, or I think they're neighbors.
You
Honestly, I
gotta
think it's
go
something
too.
crazy. Yeah, then it's like, all right, well then we got to clean out the front office too because
Yeah,
we are wasting Lamar Jackson's prime. Like
yeah,
we're wasting a generational talent,
yeah.
and we got Derrick Henry. He's still running. He's
He's
still having
still a hell of a
thousand-yard
bat.
seasons. Yeah, we got talent on this team,
Yeah. Zay
and it's
Flowers
just
could be a star.
yeah, exactly. Zay Flowers can be a star. That defense, you got Kyle Hamilton already a star.
Yeah.
Uh,
You
you
know the
got some
defense
young
is
guys.
coming
Yeah,
around. You know they look bad in the fourth, but
yeah.
uh,
Yeah, defense it has after a terrible start to the season has rebounded, but yeah, they can't. You can't lose that game. You just can't. And just this overall this season is just you just need something different. You need something fresh. Yeah, I know they can still get into playoffs, but for what? To do
what
this
do you want
again?
to do? Yeah. Do
Like,
you want to see that again? Now
yeah.
they might be able to turn it on, but it's unlikely, unfortunately.
Yeah, and at this point, with Lamar leaving, had to leave the game with a back injury this time. Like it's just a season where he's getting
Is he
injured.
done?
Like
Yeah.
at this point, yeah, it's just like, look,
Mm.
man, do we need to risk it for like? Do we really think we can win the Super Bowl?
Right. You want to risk his career possibly or set him back more than he might already be for what? A wild
Yeah,
card loss?
exactly. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no, something's got to change there. But
Absolutely.
what else? Who else got big wins? We mentioned
Oh,
the
the
Bears, big
Bears.
win over.
That
Yeah,
was a
Bears.
crazy ending there.
Mm-hmm.
This is an
Absolutely insane
absolute
game.
one. I mean, as because the NFL has absolutely ruined the onside kick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, in those situations, you're gonna know they're gonna do the kick, but the fact you always have to announce it and everything is so stupid. There's no
Mm-hmm.
surprise to it at all, and to be able to get that onside kick is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then to hit that comeback into that man in the clutch, Williams was he he was great. That last drive
Yeah.
was something. To send it to overtime and then the touchdown drive to win it. Yeah, as a Bears fan, the turnaround there, just with getting the right coach in there, is amazing
Mm-hmm.
because they've figured out how to win and they look good doing it. You could point to, of course, once the name got hurt as a quarterback, but that the offense was still looking good with the backup. I can't even think of his name
Mm-hmm.
right now. Uh, who started off his career at Malik Willis.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had some good stuff going, but that was a great game. The Steelers Lions game, crazy ending.
Yeah. Oh man.
The
Weird.
weirdest damn call at that pass interference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
I don't know, bro. What I don't know. And then they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I guess this if it's a we don't even review it." It's like what? Offensive, we don't review it, and I just it is what it is. I was like, what? The refs are lucky they've got out of Detroit, honestly.
Yeah. I don't. Of course, as a Ravens fan, I think it's dumb. I hate it. Tough loss for Detroit. Kind of doesn't.
Especially because it seemed like they went ahead there. They scored the touchdown, but then they called the pick.
Mm-hmm.
And, the pick, you had to do it again. Then they do it, and then the offensive pass interference. Like, what? I,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're even doing, but, Pittsburgh clutch when it matters, I guess. It's been a very disappointing season for the Lions. Like,
Yeah, not technically out of it, but they need a lot of help and they need to win out and then have the
yeah.
Packers lose out and
Excuse me.
they need a lot of help. They'll start Christmas Day. They go to Minnesota try to win there.
Yeah. You know what's funny about
Uh,
the Christmas Day matchups? They're trying to. We've always thought that was the NBA's day, and the NFL's kind of repeated on that. I bet
Mm-hmm.
you going into the season they thought we got three elite matchups, and technically all those
Mm-hmm.
matchups don't be the damn thing because the Vikings are terrible, the Cowboys are
Mm-hmm.
done, uh, the Cowboys and the Commanders both suck.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you get the Chiefs already out the playoffs. So I mean, it's not like you would have thought going in, oh, that Christmas Broncos Chiefs is probably for the West. Nope.
Nope. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. You get that Saturday slate looks a lot better.
Yeah, that Saturday slate
Now
looks.
you got Houston. A red hot Texans team at the Chargers.
Yeah,
Both of those guys fighting for. The Chargers have already clinched a playoff spot. Houston looking to get in. Big help to them tonight. The Colts losing Monday
yeah,
night that widens Houston's lead for that last spot.
absolutely.
And then of course Baltimore clinging to a thread. They go to Green Bay. Who knows with Lamar?
Who knows?
What'll happen there.
Who knows?
Uh, Another big win this weekend though. The Panthers. Bryce Young
Wow.
and the Panthers take control of the NFC South.
Yes.
Beat the Bucks.
Considering coming off that terrible
Panthers.
loss
Yeah.
to the Saints,
If
coming off
the
a terrible.
playoffs started today, the Panthers would be the 4 seed and would host Christian McCaffrey in the 49ers.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy that would be. Oh, but yeah, just crazy for them. Next week we mentioned those games. Sunday, if Pittsburgh can win in Cleveland, they
Yeah.
clinch the playoff, clinch the AFC North, clinch the division. That's exactly the type of game that Cleveland has won in the past. So that
Yeah.
I
Uh,
know that
I,
Mike Tomlin and that Pittsburgh team, they know better. So
yeah. It'll probably be a 6-3 game.
yeah, yeah. Especially I don't know what the weather's going to be, but that could be if that's an ugly game. That could be Miles Garrett personally destroys the
Yeah,
Steelers.
he might break Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but you got Jacksonville going to Indianapolis. The Jags trying to put the stake in the Colts there. You got Carolina hosting Seattle. That's a big one Sunday.
Yeah, that's huge
Eagles.
because
Yeah.
what is it like in the Panthers? I mean, they have the lead right now, but if they were to lose that, then they would and the Bucks win, then they would have to go to that week 17 to play the Panthers Bucks again. So that's a
Yeah.
tough. So we'll see.
It's tough. You got Eagles at the Bills. That's a big name
That's a
one.
huge game.
Yeah, huge. Bears at the 49ers next Sunday night.
Oh,
Yeah, so some big games, big implications.
absolutely.
A lot of teams, are Denver, New England, Jacksonville, Chargers, and the Bills have already clinched playoff spots. It's just that,
Where they end up.
yeah, that seventh spot, which is pretty much the Texans. They just need one win or
Yeah.
another Indianapolis loss.
I don't think I want to play the Texans though. If I could have,
No.
I would not want to play that team right now, even at
Yeah,
home.
right now, New England has got to be just praying that Denver slips up and they can get
Yeah,
that one
I
seed.
don't. I don't want to. I would not want to see them.
Yeah, and of course that AFC North, like I said, either a Ravens loss or a Pittsburgh win next weekend
Yeah.
clinches that for the Steelers. Down in NFC, you got Seattle, Chicago, the Eagles, Niners, and Rams have all clinched. That South is obviously up for grabs, and same thing in that
The
seventh
West,
spot. But
yeah. And that West
yeah,
is in the West is
yeah,
still up.
that's still up. Yeah,
The
yeah, that's still up for grabs. All three of them have clinched spot. It's just about deciding who is
division.
going to take the division and probably that bye. The winner of that
Yeah,
division probably gets the first round bye.
yeah.
Next week, we mentioned the Seahawks at Carolina. The Rams are on Monday night at the Falcons. And then we mentioned the Niners are hosting the Bears Sunday night. So,
Yeah, the Niners and the Seahawks have a tough end of the season. I think they play it to week 17 or. But yeah, that's gonna be the NFC West final two weekends. That's gonna be great football. But yeah, the NFL end of the regular season. Well, the whole season's been pretty elite just because there's been so many crazy things. There's no
Mm-hmm.
guaranteed. There's no front runner, but yet the NFC has had a bunch of front runners because there's some plethora of teams with great records. Uh, You could see
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 teams coming out to make the Super Bowl. Honestly, I mean, you can have all
Mm-hmm.
three of the teams. You wouldn't be shocked to see any of the three teams out the NFC West get into the Super Bowl. I mean, the Bears have recently. I mean, I don't know if everybody believes in them, but I mean, they've been winning games. I mean, it wouldn't be that much of a shocker. The Packers still in that mix.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Philly can put it all together. They're still. People think that it has it's been up and down, but they still have a hell of a team. It's a lot of talent. They
Mm-hmm.
could easily turn it on and go on another Super Bowl run and back to back. Who knows? But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of good teams in the NFC this year.
No, yeah, absolutely.
The NFC is
We talked
stacked.
about it. It's a great race this year, and it's going to be a phenomenal finish to the regular season.
And then the new
Uh,
blood in the AFC there. I mean, of course, the Pats, the biggest story. Mike Vrabel, a
mm-hmm.
hell of a coach. He's got to be in that
Yeah.
mix for the coach of the year, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
He's not running away with it. It's just how, Drake May seems like he's what they needed. He is that guy. People always wondered about North Carolina quarterbacks in the NFL. He might be the one that breaks the mold of.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Froze up there for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, yeah. Where were you?
Just talking
Uh,
about the Patriots. I mean, just
okay.
the turnaround there. You'd have to think. Mike Vrabel. I mean, we knew he was a hell of a coach, but I mean, he went into that situation and revived it in one season. Has them
Mm-hmm.
looking elite. Drake May seems like the next franchise guy there. This, another North Carolina quarterback. We've had some go to the league and then not necessarily live up to the hype, and he seems to be the one to probably break that mold from what we've seen from him so far.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then of course Jags. You know, we're seeing how good they are. I think people are still questioning just because it's the Jags, but I think this is a legit
Mm-hmm.
team. Their coach Liam Cohen has done a hell of a job. Uh,
Yeah.
just an amazing job. And then you got your normal teams, Buffalo. Um, and people are, there's some people saying, man, that, he's not going to see Lamar. He's not going to see Pat. If he doesn't win this year, he may never get that opportunity again to not see either one of those in the
Hmm.
playoff. So,
I know, right?
does that put pressure on them? I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, they're still trying to scrap back and catch
Right?
New England and get that AFC East crowd in that home game because yeah, they
They
now
won.
granted, if you're I mean, it's going to be Pittsburgh or Baltimore. Like how you don't really want to see Buffalo as that 5 seed coming to your house.
Yeah,
But yeah, should be a fun finish there.
absolutely.
Let's see. Elsewhere, Bama hoops this week went over Kennesaw State.
Fella,
Great first half, not
yeah,
so much in the second half.
slept in the second half a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's just not. I think it's just a low. I don't know. I think it's
Yeah.
worrisome. Really,
I,
that
I think
happened.
they were just I think they were letting Antoine and his boys look good.
Yeah,
Give a little love to Anton Pepway, of course, Bama legend, head coach there at Kennesaw now.
absolute legend.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else in my notes. It's obviously a big football heavy
Football heavy for sure.
thing.
I will
Is it,
say, the Alabama
yeah.
women,
Well,
man, being
oh yeah.
13-0. I know their schedule hasn't been the toughest, but it's the first time ever went 14. Are they 13 or 14-0? Either way, it's the first time in
Yeah.
school history that they've ever started this hot. So shout out to the women. Of course, it's going to get a little different once the SEC starts.
Mm-hmm.
How good the SEC is this year. But yeah, sitting at 14-0 there. with Texas leading the way. So hey, great start for the women's team
No,
there.
yeah, yeah, not ranked yet.
They weren't the coaches, just not in the AP.
Not in
So
the AP yet, but
hopefully they can get that. But
they don't play again. They start SEC play on New Year's Day
yeah, I
at
guess
South Carolina.
Woof,
There you go. Yeah,
there you
that is
go.
quite the. There you go. First game
Start of the
there.
season. If they pull that
Uh,
somehow, watch out.
yeah, the guys next are I think it's the 29th against Yale, right? Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And then we
Oh yeah,
start
the
SEC
old
play against Kentucky.
Kentucky
We'll see.
game, which not as daunting as you first thought, but also never to
Yeah, you never count
ignore
out the
Kentucky.
cats.
Yeah,
Never count out the cats.
especially it's in Rupp too, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I really
Yeah.
think.
No, it's in Coleman. It's in Tuscaloosa.
Okay, okay, it is a
Yeah.
go good.
Hmm.
But I will say the most important thing about Sunday, even though the loss was kind of the alarming. Well, the win was kind of alarming at the end with how they kind of gave it up there. But man, you see these signs of Aiden Sherrill. If we can get
Hmm.
him consistently like that, huh,
Yeah, if the young fella, can learn to lock in and
consistently
get
put
that
up,
performance day in or game in, game
oh
out, man,
man,
that's huge for this team
yeah.
down low. Yeah.
Because I mean, we know he's a block king. He's one of the best
Hmm.
block. I mean, that was probably the highlight of the Arizona game. That man had 8 blocks against the Wildcats.
Hmm.
But I mean, we don't. I mean, he's a great defender. But if he can consistently score, and then I would love to see him be like a, I don't know, if he could do 10, 10, and 3 or 10, 10, and 4, get
Hmm.
double digit points, get double digit rebounds because we need that no matter what. Uh, that's gonna be our as normal. That's our biggest downfall. Is what do we do with the rebounding? But if he can get a double double guy and maybe 2 3 blocks, that would be huge. But
Yeah,
just need that
exactly. Yeah.
consistency from him. But drop 21 there, showing signs. It's just a matter of we just keep on plugging along there and get better. We know it's all about March, but you want to look good in the SEC. The good thing though, the SEC though talented, we know it's gonna be a schedule. It's not the same as last year though. It's a little
No,
down.
yeah, 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 yeah. What could be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was a historical conference season, top to bottom. The SEC,
Oh yeah,
that was wild last year. Just how many great teams there were.
yeah. But yeah, that's like I said. That is it. I'm trying to rack my brain here. It's late.
I know there's been some moves in baseball. Like
Yeah, some Pete Alonso to the Orioles.
yeah,
That's kind
that's
of a
probably the biggest. Yeah, that's one of the bigger ones for sure.
yeah, and it'd be weird seeing him not in Mets
I'd be a
uniform
fan.
there.
Yeah, that's big for the Orioles. We'll see what they do with it.
Yeah. Um,
Other than that, I don't know.
I know the White Sox got that Japanese slugger.
Yeah,
But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think there hasn't been anything huge,
first
huge.
shadow. But
Yeah,
I guess
Braves
the
got
Knicks won
their
their first time. I guess
what?
NBA wise, the Knicks got their title. You got that.
Oh yeah,
What's the name?
he got the NBA Cup. Yeah, NBA Cup championship. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. The take battle of the taken on sports. Pelicans beat the Mavericks tonight.
Yeah.
Fifth straight win for the Pelicans. Break them up.
Oh, on fire.
Zion back with like an evil goatee.
Yeah.
Comeback win for the Pels tonight. Dallas was leading a lot of that game, but yeah, fifth straight for the Pelicans after that just disastrous start, and then
Yeah.
in the Alabama Take Fantasy Football League playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Kind of house me.
Taking you down.
Yeah, I had a pretty good regular season, but yeah, yeah, you definitely dominated. Made a little comeback, but yeah, no, you had some big numbers there,
Yeah,
hard to
I'm
overcome.
hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping that. I was looking at standings, and I was the highest scoring team in the regular season by far.
Okay.
But I also had like the third most points scored against me, so it was
Ah,
kind of a maybe some unlucky breaks. I'm hoping the luck
right.
evens out and just the points do it. But yeah, good
Yeah.
win. Thank you, Puka
But
Nakua.
if you look at our what's the name though, like nobody else is even close as far as I think I would have beat most everybody else. About 147.
Oh yeah, yeah. That tough week. Yeah, it's one of those weeks where you look at your score and you would have beat
Most
all but
everybody.
one other team. Yeah, I believe
But yeah,
that's I believe that's Adam Morrow's team that scored 183 on the weekend, highest
that's the
score.
that's the way of fantasy football.
Oh, is that a Adam versus Natalie matchup? Is that a husband wife matchup in the first round there? Let me check this out. I think that's her team. Yeah,
Well, drama. How,
I
how's the
can't
drama?
see. Oh, my computer's being slow to load right now. Is that? No, it was. That's not her. No, not that's Samantha Simmons. I couldn't tell if that was Natalie's team or not, but no. But yeah, Adam will take that. We'll move on and see we're on opposite sides of the bracket.
So
But
you
yeah,
play.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, my computer's just being real slow right now. What are we doing here?
So you'll be playing. You'll be playing D Tilly,
That's Daniel. Yeah, taking down
the
the
number
number
two
two
seed.
seed there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Mal goes down to the number one seed. So we'll have 1-4 and then 6-7.
Oh,
All right, yeah. If that does it for us, thank you always for listening, folks. What's my usual spiel? It's late. I'm tired. Thank you always for listening, folks. Subscribe, rate, like, do all that good stuff for us. Tell your friends about us. Tell your rich friends about us. If you want to sponsor, holler at us. Follow us on the socials. Check out the AlabamaTake.com. You can find all of the Alabama Take family of podcasts there. You can check out Greg on Bama Hammer. You can check out both of us on socials as well. Everybody have yourself a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Just a happy
absolutely.
holiday season
Yeah.
in
Yeah, that's
general.
the thing, dude. No matter what you
Yeah,
believe or don't, just enjoy it because, man, it's
yeah,
precious. Whether it's friends, family, with your kids, like, man, sometimes you just gotta enjoy what you have because, man, it can change quick. So enjoy it, have fun,
yeah,
drink, eat
and
good, and whatever you do for Christmas, do it to the most. I would say.
exactly, yeah. And for the folks out there that struggle with this season, we're thinking about you too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
But
it can
yeah,
be overwhelming. It can be tough. If you lost people, yeah. But
yeah,
hopefully you find some solace and able to still find some enjoyment or be around people that can get you in the spirit or at least have a good time. So
exactly, yeah. As far as our next episode, I don't know. We'll talk. We'll see if there's even a lot to talk about next week, or if we take a little Christmas break ourselves.
right,
We'll get together, talk about our schedules. Don't know what's going
yeah.
on, but
Excuse me. I guess if it's a
yeah,
week too, I
yeah,
guess it would be
uh,
that just because everything else, all the big stuff kind of happens after, with the
yeah.
playoff and the. We'll
But
see.
we'll see. But regardless, like we said, happy holidays, everybody. Enjoy the week. To all Alabama fans, let's keep laughing all the way to that Rose Bowl, baby.
Oh, absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
Everybody else, keep it done up real good yourselves out there, Greg, buddy. I'll see you next time.
Yes, sir.